Have you recently tried to find a Boston Market location, only to find out it has been closed down? This is how my nearest Boston Market location looks like. It's run down, looking to be rented out, and there may be a homeless person sitting right outside of it. You may have been wondering, where did all locations go? Boston Market has been on a steady decline for decades now. We will explore how this chain grew and what had happened. For this video, I checked out if I could try any Boston Market locations around me, but unfortunately, they're all shut down or very far away. This is the only footage I got. Boston Market was founded in 1985 by Arthur Kors and Stephen Kahlo. Both founders were graduates from Northeastern University. Corey used to be managing a grocery store and also a catering company. Stephen Kahlo worked in the real estate industry, and by combining both these forces, they had good prerequisites for starting a restaurant business. The first location was located in the town of Newton near Boston. The idea was to serve healthier dishes that were comparable to higher-end dining, but in a fast food setting. After opening the first location, the business took off and became popular locally. Word got around about their takeout chicken, and more customers flocked to the location. A local franchisor saw its potential and offered to buy out the company to open up more locations and grow the business. The company was then sold again in 1991 to a previous Blockbuster executive. By the end of the next year, the company already had more than 200 locations and grossed over $150 million in sales. The company went public in 1993, and people were already expecting it to be the next contender to McDonald's. The initial price per share was set at $20 per share, but rallied to over $50 a share in 1993. It was the most successful IPO that year to date. Its market cap rallied over $830 million and was priced at 27 times revenue. Already back in the 90s, Boston Chicken, or Boston Market, was betting on a more healthy, conscious consumer in the likes of today's changing industry. Over 2 million shares were in existence at IPO, and profits were estimated to reach 55 cents a share in 1994 and 84 cents a share in 1995, and keep growing after. At this time, the chain was still known as Boston Chicken until it was renamed in 1995 to appeal to a broader audience when they started serving additional dishes, such as meatloaf, turkey, or ham. Here's a snapshot of what is currently being offered at Boston Market. It seemed always going well for Boston Market. Some analysts called the stock the restaurant concept of the 90s until 1998, when it continuously missed expectations and then had to declare bankruptcy. It closed 178 stores, which represented around 16% of all locations at the time. Bankruptcy occurred due to an imminent debt payment of $283 million, which it wasn't able to make. The sudden downturn of its business was due to weak sales at the locations, as well as competition from supermarkets that offered rotisserie chickens at far lower prices, as well as giving out loans to franchisees to open up new locations, which turned sour as well due to expanding too fastly. All this culminated into a cash crunch and hence to bankruptcy. The company won't cease to exist, but would shrink its size substantially. 2 years later, in 2000, after the bankruptcy, McDonald's bought out the company. In early 2000, McDonald's pursued a strategy of diversification under its CEO, Jack Greenberg. Other investments included Donato's Pizzeria and also Chipotle Mexican Grill. The diversification strategy showed mixed results and was abandoned in the later 2000s by McDonald's. In 2000, Boston Market launched its frozen food product line. McDonald's decided, instead of converting the Boston Market locations to McDonald's locations, to start rebuilding the brand again and start to grow the business. Revenues and location counts increased in the years following the acquisition, but was slowing down again in the later 2000s. In 2007, McDonald's sold Boston Market to the private equity firm Sun Capital Partners. A big issue the company had was always being very slow. Customers have complained about the preparation time and couldn't compete with its competitors, which turned customers away. And this has probably happened to one of you as well, if you have ever been to Boston Market. In 2020, the company was sold to Engage Brands. Under its ownership, Boston Market closed over 160 stores, and going from initially 460 locations to 300 locations between 2019 and 22. Since then, with the impact of COVID-19, the company's downfall has been accelerated. The company also struggled paying its food distributor, U.S. Foods, and owes over $11.5 million in unpaid produce. Consumers no longer wanted to get Boston Market's cafeteria-style food when there are competitors such as Chipotle, Chick-fil-A, and other supermarkets. Then eventually, in 2024, the company went bankrupt for a second time and shutting down even more locations. In many cities or towns, its remnants can be seen. 27 locations were closed due to non-payment of wages for over 314 employees and owing over $600,000 in wages. The company was fined about $2.6 million for this violation. It is another prime example of how customer demands change and how a chain grows too quickly too fast. At this point in 2024, there are about 300 locations left, but there's a good chance that amount has decreased significantly at the time of this video. So what do you think? Was its demise preventable or inevitable? What should have been done differently? I believe that their concept was outdated and should have been upgraded to the likes of a Chipotle-style restaurant or even a Chick-fil-A. Also, serving whole chickens with bones is not popular anymore, especially for young consumers, as they prefer pre-cut meats. I'm sorry to all Boston Market fans out there. And as with any other video, I'll be doing a small giveaway, this time $6, to 2 random commenters. Good luck, and please like and subscribe. Read the giveaway description underneath this video for more information.